Hello everyone, welcome to iOS tutorials. This is Sheldon again. Today we will talk about the UI collection view. So let's get started. So I have created one single view app, and now we can see we're in the storyboard, and if we select the view controller, we can select the size to be as you want, and so I choose 4.7 for iPhone 6. Now we're going to drag collection view here. Okay, so let's make it like full screen. We can use auto layout in here. So first uncheck this constraint to margins and then select the 4 edges to be 0, and at here we can update frames. Okay, now this collection view should be like full screen, except it didn't cover the status bar. And here we're gonna have our collection view cells. So we call this cell for items in UI collection view instead of cell for row in table view. Okay, so similar as table view, if we right click the UI collection view, it will show this list, and we're going to drag this data source to the view controller as well as the delegate to the view controller. In this case, we are setting the collection views delegate and data source to be self. And so let's get to the code. If we we need to first drag the property of the collection view here. Let's call it collection. And we need to create one more class for the cell. Let's create one file, select the iOS source, Cocoa Touch class, choose Swift, and choose UI collection view cell, and we call it collection view cell. Yeah, let's keep it as default name. Okay, if we hit next and create, now we're gonna have this cell class, and if we go to the storyboard, we choose the navigation view controller here. We can connect the cell for this class name as we set here, collection view cell, and also we want to copy and paste the ID here, just as same as the class name. In this case, the cell ID will be unique, so you don't need to worry about this anymore. And let's do one more action. Let's make this collection view's background with some color. In this case, we can clearly show the color, like maybe a little bit brighter. Yeah, this will be fine. And let's choose the background color of the cell in another color, like this. Oh, it's too bright. Like this. Okay. And so we're gonna create one more method called init collection view, and we're going to call this method when we load our view here. Okay, and we want to show one image and one label in each collection item. So let's go for this file and choose automatic. If it's not working, we can choose manual and come to collection view cell, and we're gonna create one image view. And one label. Okay, and let's make it like this. So in this case, we need to drag the properties here. The first one is image view. We can call it image, and the next one is label. Okay, and we are pretty much done with the cell file, so we can close this and go to the view controller file. And now we have the property of collection view. And okay, what we're gonna do here, so I prepared for like 9 images, and we're gonna use these images to show this collection view. So I will create one group called images, and I will drag and drop all these images here. In this case, you can use these images. And if you go to the view controller file, I will create one array of these images names. So let's call it self init for images. Since we don't have this function, we can copy and paste. We're gonna do this init control collection view later. Just don't worry. We're gonna do some UI setting here. And for this one, let's define one array equal to colon car home loan home phone insurance internet mobile other. So now we have created this image array and image name array. So we're gonna use this later. Okay, so pretty much we finished the preparation for our project, and next step we're gonna adopt 2 protocols. First one is UICollectionView delegate. Second one is UICollectionView data source. And there are a few required methods in this data source protocol, just similar as what we have in the UI table view. We can adopt this to, where is it? Okay, this is data source and cell for item and number of items. Okay, let's copy paste these 2 guys here. And delete this line, delete this one, delete public, and delete public. We can add these curly brackets, and okay. So the number of items we want to return is, which is the name image name array. Okay. We have to make this a public property. So let's say var. So because we don't want to use it in other view controller, so we better have this habit to type private var image name array. It's gonna be an array of string. So we can make it like this. And then we can delete this because we're gonna make some value here, so we have to set it to be var instead of let. Okay, so now we can return the image name array.count, which means we're gonna have this many, which is 8 items in our collection view. Okay. So in here, similarly, we need to make a cell and we need to return this cell. Okay, so let's say let cell ID equal to this. Oh, sorry, I copy and paste it, and we copy paste the name of the class because we set the same ID for it, and now we can say let cell equal to collection view dot dq reusable cell with identifier for index path. An identifier, we make a cell ID, and index path, we have this index path. And now we can return our cells. Okay, so let's run our project for the first time. It's going to show 8 items. And remember, because we set the auto layout to make the collection view fit top 0, left 0, right 0, and bottom 0, so it's going to be full screen even if we run it in the 6s Plus instead of 6, which we have in the storyboard. Okay, and now as we expected, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items, and we can do a little bit. We can make the cell dot label here, because we're not typecasting the cell here. So if we want to use the property of the cell collection view cell, we need to typecast here. Use collection view cell. Okay. And now we can have the property of our class, and we can use cell.label.text equal to because this text is a string, so we have to use like this, and we can have the, let's put the index path dot row here. No, not row, item here, sorry, because this is collection view, right? If we run the project, we will say the label will be updated with the index path dot items. Okay, and so now it's the time to show the images. So we can say if cell.image, the first image means the name of the UI image, and the second one is the property of UI image, and we can use the UI image named image name array index path dot item, and here we can directly use the image name array index path dot item. Here means we're going to show the name of the images in the label and images as well. Okay, as we can see now we have these images, but the layout is kind of weird because the first collection view item is trying to attach to the edge of the top and left, and the right one is trying to reach the edge of the top and right. So because by default we didn't set the value here between the first item and the top edge, so by default it's 0, as same as 0 on the left and 0 on the right. I'm going to show how to set these numbers here. Let's put the codes in init collection view. So to set these numbers, we're going to use a property called layout. And what's the type of the property is UICollectionView flow layout. Okay, and now we can set our collection view layout, or no, flow layout. Okay, it's just layout. So here is layout, but here you're gonna be careful, it's flow layout, and is equal to our layout here. And now we can set layout dot section in set, use UI edge in sets, make, or yeah, let's directly use this, and top bottom. So let's make 9 to the top, 9 to the left, 9 to the bottom, and 9 to the right. And so we can have another property called item size, because we can use CG size. So in this case, we are setting each item size in our collection view. So we're going to use width and height. So because we set left side to be 9, right to be 9, and we want to make the middle to be 9, so the width of each item should be the width of the screen minus 9 minus 9 and divided by 2. Okay, so first we need to get the width of our screen. So we're going to use UI screen.main screen, and bounds dot width minus 9 times 3 and divided by 2. And the height, let me just set we can set a random value actually. Yeah, let's say we want to set the height to be width. So we want to make the image here to be a square image. So we set the height equals to the width plus the height of the label. So to make it clear, let's set another property. So item width as CG float to be our value here. And with that, set item width here, and height equal to item width plus, let's say 100. Okay. Oh, maybe 100 is too much. Like 50, or yeah, 50 should be fine. And now if we okay, now we finish setting the size for the items. We need to set one more things. The first one is called layout dot minimum line spacing. This means the distance between the cells in one column. We can set to be 9 as well. And the other one that is minimum inter item spacing. This one we can set it to be 0. But as we all know, we are setting the middle distance to be 9 already, so it doesn't matter if we set a 0 here or 9 here. Okay, I think we finished the setting for the collection view. And now let's run the project again. Okay, we are setting the top to be 9, left to be 9, middle to be 9, and right to be 9. And let's go deeper on the auto layout. Let's come here. So we're gonna set, because we have already set the label height to be 50. So let's set the label here. Okay, so we want to make it in the middle, and if we go to the auto layout, we can say left 0, right 0, bottom 0, and height to be 50. And we can update frame. Okay, and now it's time to set the image layer here. We're gonna set the top to be 0, bottom to be 0, left and right. So all the 4 directions to be 0. And we can update frames as well. So in this case, I mean, it's not a square with 4 equal edges. But if we run in the project, it's gonna be square because we set the width as one value, and the height is equal to the width plus the height of the label. So we're making exactly square here. Okay, and if we go one more step on the UI, and we can make it a little bit better, and we will finish right there. So what are we going to do is, first we change the color of the background. We make it as same as the label. Okay, now it's not that apparent, but if we go back to the cell here, wheel controller swift file here, we can make a little bit UI design. So first, we're gonna put a white edge on this, on here. And yeah, let's first run to see the result. Okay, it's pretty ugly like this, and we can do a little bit changes. Okay, so first if we go to the cell, we can go to here. So cell.image.layer.border color is equal to UI color dot white color dot CG color, because it's layer property is layers property, so we have to use CG color. And same image.layer.border width to be, let's say 5 maybe. We're gonna see the result later. Similarly, cell.label.layer border width equal to 5. So the label.layer.border color equal to color.white color CG color. Okay. If we run, we can see the result is much better. Okay, and because here we can make two edges overlapping here, so we need to modify a little bit. So first let's put, okay, so yeah, so still we're gonna keep this, but we need to change something in here. So first we need to move this a little bit up. So if you go there, go to the bottom, let's set -5, okay, and then in the code we need to -5 in the height as well. If we run the project, we can see the result. Excuse me. So we can see the result is pretty much what we wanted, and I think this is it, and I hope you enjoy this video. And this covers the basic use of the UI collection view, and similarly you can add some date select item, just similar as what we have in another video for the table views. And also this UI design is similar as well, but I think this is pretty much useful. And also the way of setting this collection views using collection view layout is also very useful, using this UI edge insets. So we have this property, and we can set the top to be 9 here, left to be 9 here, right to be 9, and also the bottom. And we, through the calculation, we make the middle to be 9 by setting the width. So we set the width to be the width of the screen minus 9 plus 9 plus 9, and then divided by 2. And so yeah, so I hope you enjoy this video, and feel free to leave comments, and I will see you next time soon. Bye.